All right, guys. We said that we were going to do a video once a week, so this is my video of the week. We're going to discuss a couple of things. One of the fives today. We need to look at the world for what it is. I'll give you a little update on a couple of things. Georgia went into a state of an emergency either yesterday, before yesterday, because of food, fuel. They locked prices of all food, fuel, and everything. They're in a crisis mode down there. So we really need to start really thinking about what the world's doing right now and what's going on. So I think the best thing to do is to look at this objectively. And a while back, my wife came home with a picture for me, and I instantaneously knew what it was. It was referring to Matthew 25, 1 through 13. If you read the story, it's about the 10 virgins. Now, that's a parable that's in the Bible. And the parable is a lesson for all of us to be prepared on every aspect. That's physically, mentally, and spiritually. Basically, to put it in a nutshell, 10 virgins got invited to a wedding, and 5 of them brought lamps full of oil, and 5 didn't. So the 5 that didn't have the lamp oil had to go out and go get more oil. Well, to put it in a nutshell, they came back, the door was shut on them. So that's a lesson to me that you should be prepared in all aspects. You shouldn't be relying on anyone in any way, shape, or form. If you're prepared, you won't make mistakes. You won't get hurt. If something does happen in your home, you're going to have to go down and go get help. Well, why would you be going down to get help to leave your home and leave your home vulnerable for somebody to take it over, raid it, steal what's yours? And I think if things do go south, I think people are going to be watching everybody's houses like a hawk, find out what they're doing, their patterns, and what they are doing. And if you leave, then you're taking a chance. But anyway, I'll show you this cool little picture she gave me. So that's the picture. So I instantaneously associated it with that as a prepper. Okay, now it's a beautiful picture. It hangs on my wall by the bed. So I hope you guys enjoy that picture, because I know I do. All right, so let's get to the 5. Now, last time I did a video, I said you needed 5 things. You needed food, water, medicine, safe place, and means of self-defense. Okay, so I'm gonna go over water issue today. Now, that's one of the most important things. No matter which way you look at this, you have to have water. Now, you can survive a pretty long time without food, but water, no, you can't. You got to have it. You got to have it for your organs. You got to have it for your everything in your body, your brain, everything. If you don't have a steady flow of water, then your organs start getting crazy and you start making rash and stupid decisions. And you can't do that. You have to be a sound mind in a stressful situation. So you can do multiple things. They have multiple filtration systems out there. You can go out and spend $1,000 on a stainless steel one. Oh my God, I'm cool. I got this. Well, you know what? When you're prepping, you got to take every dollar and make it stretch and go as far as you possibly can with that dollar. Now, if last week I said that if you have 2 people that are on the same page and you discuss what you're doing, you plan out your strategy, and then go at it and tackle the problem. Okay, so we planned it out. We did a bunch of research and ingenuity of the brain and knocking our brains around. And so, as you can see in the background, I got some machining tools. So my brain works crazy. It won't shut off. So this is what I came up with. All right, so you're gonna need 2 5-gallon buckets. You're gonna need 2 lids. You're gonna need so you're gonna need 2 buckets, 2 lids. I only got one. I didn't bring the other one out, but I wanted to show you the system that I came up with. So what I came up with is Dalton candle filters. These are the filters. They're ceramic water filters. So if you want to go out and maybe put one of these together for emergencies, it's a hell of a lot cheaper than these big expensive ones, and they're probably going to last 100 times longer than one of those other systems. So this would be the filter. Okay, it's ceramic. You take care of this thing, it lasts for basically ever. Okay, it's a 3-piece thing. There's a wing nut on it. So this is the wing nut. There's a rubber seal. This is the rubber O-ring. So I'm going to put this down for just a second. So basically what I did was I needed to be able to take the filter, attach it to the buckets in order to be able to take the water and filter it into another bucket that's clean. So what I did was I took the lid, put it like so. I didn't seal it, and then I put the other bucket right on top of it. So it's going to be completely centered. I took a 3/8 drill bit, put it inside of a drill, went from the top, drilled my way right through to the bottom. Okay, I moved it around a little bit, make sure that I had enough. Okay, so you take the lid and you take the bucket and you keep them together. You take the filter, put it through the hole. Oh, wait, we forgot one part. Got to put the rubber O-ring on it before you do that. Put it through. Now it's popped out through the bottom. Take the wing nut, screw it on. Make sure it's tight. Now, you got your filter on the inside. You got your dripper on the bottom. Put it over the top of your bucket like so. Don't seal it. Just place it there. Then you pour your water into here. That will filter all your water. Now, before you filter any of the water, my suggestion is this. Take maybe an old sheet you have. The higher thread count you have, the better you have of getting all the debris out of the water before you try to filter. Now, you could throw dirty water in that and it'll filter out clean, but it's just going to be more work for you keeping the filter clean. It's ceramic. You can use it over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, non-stop. Now, if you can't afford these, there's other ways you can do it. You can go down, you can get your buckets, drill a bunch of little dinky holes in the bottom. You can do a fine screen mesh that would have to be stainless steel. Cut a circle out of the screen, put it in the bottom. You want to put pool sand filter or pool filter sand in the bottom of it. That would be food grade sand. You want to put some a little bit larger sand, and then you want to put some gravel and stuff like that to get the debris out of it. Now, on your sheets, I would dip it down inside. What I would probably do, if it was me, which I'm gonna be doing it, so I would take a couple of clean rocks that you know that are clean. Put them in the bottom of your bucket. Tuck the sheet underneath. Make sure you got a bed that you can pour it through. Me personally, I would probably double up on the sheets. So I would, if it was me doing it, I'm gonna do 700 to 800 thread count to make sure I got all the largest debris out of it. I mean, if you can afford 1200 thread count, go for it. Knock your socks off. It ain't gonna matter. But the more you can get out of the water, the better off you are. Now, the candle filters, the more you clean them each time you use them, the better off you are. Okay, now let's discuss storage of water. Okay, there's multiple ways you can keep your water clean once you get it clean. Okay, one of them is you could throw Clorox bleach in it. So many parts per billion. Okay, that's good for 6 months. That's it. After 6 months, no more good anymore. What I found is beautiful pool shock. That's what I do. Okay. That's all you need. This is indefinite. It's the same thing as Clorox bleach. It's just in a powder form. Now, I store my water in 55-gallon drums. I store it in 275-gallon drums. Like on a 55-gallon drum, we keep it out of the sun. I'll throw in like a tablespoon in there. That's all you need. I mean, one big bag is good for an entire pool. Keep it out of the sun. We had water stored in our boiler room for probably 5 years or so. I had to get the water out of it. So I had to basically siphon it out of there to get it to flow. Well, I drank some of the water, and it was just as good the day I put it in there as the day I pulled it out, and that was 5 years later. Something that you really, really need to pay attention to me on. These have to be food grade. If you use non-food grade containers, you are taking a chance of getting sick. The plastic does have carcinogens in them that could leach into the water and get you sick. So I would say that's a no-no. Stay food grade only. The food grade buckets, you can buy them at any hardware store, any Ace store, any Tractor Supply, Home Depot, Lowe's. People in the Midwest, you guys have Menards out there. I mean, the sky's the limit. Just go look for them and you can find them. And most of them are roughly $5 to $7 for a bucket. The lids are anywhere from $3 to $4 a piece. The candle filters, I did look them up just now. They were $79.99 for 2 of them on Amazon. The more you buy, the cheaper they are. We personally have a 4 candle setup. I hope this is going to help somebody. I know that it puts me at peace of mind knowing that I have this system. I can go across the street, out through the fields, go down in the stream, bring back water. I can filter it. I have a canal that they use for farming on the borders of the property. I could take that canal water out and filter it too. No matter what water it is. I don't know if I'd be taking like a puddle water. I don't know if I'd go that route, but I mean, streams and canal water and stuff like that. I could see that. You do your research, figure out how many people are in your family, and then you figure out how much water you need a day. Me, I went a little overboard. I went and set up a system so I could do 20 gallons of water a day. We have just me and the wife here. I have my dogs, they can drink anything, and we got the goats and the cat, and the squirrels and everybody else. But anyway, I know I could do 20 gallons a day without a problem. They are really slow, so you need to plan it out of when you're gonna do your water every day. Store it properly. Make sure you have food grade containers that you can put your water in. The next video I do, I'm probably going to go over containers, what you can use, what you can't use, why you can use it, and why you can't use it. I'll go over that in detail. But this is the one that I wanted to do today. Like I said in the beginning of the video, we need to pay attention to what's going on around us. We need to see what is actually going on. Don't just take their word for it. Keep your eyes open. Watch. Be vigilant. Pay attention. If somebody says something that they seen something, don't dismiss it. It's what they seen. We can't dismiss something just because mainstream media is saying, oh, everything's fine. Well, I beg to differ. Okay? This isn't transitory. We cannot sit there and listen and believe everything that they're saying, because everything else that I'm seeing and you're seeing is saying something totally different. Okay? That's sort of like me saying the sky's blue and my neighbor saying, no, it ain't blue, it's purple, when I know it's blue. It's the same thing. So the media is saying the sky is purple, I'm saying it's blue, and it's actually blue. So just listen to your neighbors. If they're saying, hey man, this don't look right, or hey man, I was in a grocery store, did you notice this? Another thing that was brought up, freeze-dried food, that'd be long-term, that would be 15 to 25 year shelf life. All the major companies now are saying that they cannot get the material to make the long-term storage. That needs to be put in the back of your head. You're out in the grocery store. I don't know how the grocery stores are where you live, but where I live, we have long-term storage available to us, because I think it's the state I live in and their beliefs here. I don't know what the way it is anywhere else. Do a little bit of research on what can stay long and what can't stay long. Just because it says best buy date on it doesn't mean you can't eat it. Do a little bit of research. Make your money stretch by doing the research to find out what's best for you and your family. By no means am I telling you to go out and go spend $1 trillion. I didn't say that. Don't do that. Don't panic. Don't be like the rest of the idiots. Like I said, preppers have already got what they're going to do done. It's not the preppers' fault. Don't blame preppers. Now, there's two types of preppers. I said it last week. There's the sheeple preppers, and then there are real preppers. Real preppers have seen this years ago. They've seen the dynamics of the world. They've seen what the governments were doing. It's not what the governments are saying, it's what they're doing that you need to pay attention to. That's my belief anyway. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Leave a comment. Like I said about the trolls, go somewhere else and go bug somebody else, please. I see this all the time on the videos. I get a kick out of it. You know, everybody has a right to believe what they want to believe. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. You don't need to be criticized because you believe something. I think if we stopped doing that nonsense, I think the world would go around just fine. okay? Instead of being so negative, why don't you try to take that energy and put it towards something positive like I just did, and try to help somebody instead of being so negative. It doesn't matter if I don't believe something you believe. It doesn't matter. That's not wrong. It's my belief. I have a right to believe what I want to believe. This is a planet. Everybody is different. Everybody can believe what they want to believe. And the society has taught everybody that if we don't believe what you believe, that you're scum. Well, we're not scum. It's what we believe. It doesn't matter. You can't shove it down somebody's throat to believe. Instead of trying to be that way, try to take a couple of steps back and try to understand what they believe. And believe it or not, if you really get down to the nuts and bolts of it, I can almost guarantee it, you probably believe the same nonsense that they believe in, just in a different way. And they said it a different way. So with that being said, guys, have a good day. Good luck.